What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you are new around here and you haven't already, do make sure you have subscribed. I will be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates to keep everyone up to date with all the latest transfer news first and fast this summer on YouTube. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video, aiming for 500 likes once more, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what you make of these transfers. Let's crack on then with this video. We've got plenty to get through and quite a lot of interesting stories, so we're going to start off with Issa Kabore and the latest on him. Now, Kabore's agent is currently in Manchester. He has been going to the CFA, that's the City Football Academy, for meetings with the Manchester City Chiefs ahead of a potential move. It could be a loan deal, it could be a permanent deal, to Nottingham Forest. Forest, of course, recently promoted to the Premier League, looking to add some Premier League quality to their squad, and Kabore could well be just one of them players that they are looking at and are working on a deal for that. Moving on, we do have the latest on Gabriel Jesus. Now, Fabrizio Romano says that Arsenal, they are now in an advanced stage to sign Gabriel Jesus this summer from Manchester City. However, the hyenas are out. PSG, Tottenham Hotspur, they also are keeping an eye on this deal, a close eye on this deal, and they're saying that Arsenal need to act quick. They need to work hard and work quickly to get a deal done ASAP, because PSG and Spurs waiting in the wings. Any word of a collapse of a deal or any word that Jesus wants to go somewhere else, they're ready to strike and they're ready to go. So they're keeping a very, very close eye on that. And so if Arsenal want Jesus, they need to get that done sooner rather than later. Nice little tactic being used here by Jesus' team and Manchester City as well to try and get a good price. If looking from a business point of view, you'd want a little bit of a bidding war really to get that price up, but it seems like agreements and everything aren't too far away. It's all about getting the deal over the line, and that's where PSG and Tottenham Hotspur just keeping their eyes open. I presume that Jesus, whilst they want Champions League football, will want the guarantees of regular playing time to guarantee that he is in the best position to be in the international team for Brazil, particularly with the World Cup coming up in the winter. That's what they'll be looking for, and so he'll want where he's going to be playing as often as possible. And you would think out of the three clubs that might come at Arsenal, particularly with Lacazette leaving Arsenal, but we'll see. We also have the latest on Raheem Sterling. Now, Simon Stone at the BBC says that there is no fallout between Pep Guardiola and Raheem Sterling, and Raheem is grateful for all that Pep Guardiola has taught him. He says that Simon Stone, this is, has said that Raheem Sterling still hasn't decided yet on what to do with his future. He hasn't spoken with any clubs yet. This is amid interest from Chelsea in Raheem Sterling, and it's kind of been echoed again by the Manchester Evening News that Raheem Sterling, he isn't speaking with clubs. He does have a new contract offer on the table, and the stance from Raz's camp is that he wants to have his future sorted this summer. That's either a new contract at Manchester City or he leaves Manchester City, because according to Sterling's camp, the last resort is that he stays at Manchester City but he doesn't sign a new deal and he runs his contract down to next summer. He wants long-term stability with his future in mind, so his future needs to be sorted one way or the other this summer. Still waiting for some breakthroughs with Raheem Sterling one way or the other. We haven't got that, but when I do, of course, I will bring it to you guys first and fast. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got the latest on a player we've not really spoken about for the last 10 days or so, Kalvin Phillips. Now, Phil Hay, he's the Leeds correspondent at The Athletic here in the UK, says that Leeds haven't had any approach from anybody, that's including Manchester City, for Kalvin Phillips this summer. It is all quiet on the Kalvin Phillips front. It was first believed that City wanted a deal for Kalvin Phillips sorting before pre-season. As this week's going on, as we go into next week, I would say that the more we don't get any updates on that, I would say the more and more unlikely that the deal does get done before pre-season. Obviously, deals don't need to be sorted for pre-season. City ideally want their squad sorting for pre-season, but it doesn't have to be done. The transfer window is open right up until the end of August, so we could choose to go with our squad for the start of the season and assess the situation from there. We could do that with the potential of Jesus and Sterling leaving. We could see how things are going, and if we want to address that, we can address that later in the summer. We do know that City are looking towards some player sales, trying to get their finances sorted, because there is no guarantee that Jesus and Sterling do leave Manchester City, so they'll be wanting to keep a close eye on them, get them sorted, get the money in the bank, and then move ahead with the rest of their transfers. City have addressed the main issue, which is in attack, where we've been lacking that goal scorer. We've managed to make 2 quality signings in Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland, and so we're wanting now just to get the sales in. Once we get them in is when the move will probably come for Kalvin Phillips, and I presume the same is being said for Marc Cucurella. I have got an update on him. Pretty interesting, this one, and it comes in the form of the story from the Football Insider. They say that Manchester City do have an agreement now in place for Marc Cucurella. That's his personal terms, and the only thing holding up that deal is a fee for Cucurella with Brighton and Hove Albion, which I'm not expecting any breakthroughs at any time soon, because again, like the situation with Phillips, I have a feeling that City here just trying to get further clarification, firstly on Jesus and Sterling, get that money in the bank, and I presume City will wait a little bit with Cucurella, because we know there's a lot of interest being shown in Alexander Zinchenko. We know that West Ham, Arsenal and Everton are just some of the clubs that are interested in taking Zinchenko, and that gives us further money in the bank, and also then gives us an opening in the squad as well to bring in Marc Cucurella. But it does look like at this moment in time City looking more towards Cucurella than Kalvin Phillips, but that could change as the summer goes on, and like I said, the summer is long and anything literally can happen, and things are never straightforward when it comes to transfers, and it's never straightforward involving Manchester City as well. I've been doing this for numerous years, I know that for a fact, and so I'm sure lots of things will change between now and the end of the summer, and I just cannot wait to keep you guys all up to date and in the loop every single step of the way with every single transfer involving Manchester City. So if you're looking forward and enjoying daily Manchester City transfer updates, so you can stay up to date on YouTube first and fast with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, then do make sure you have subscribed. I'm the go-to guy when it comes to transfers with Manchester City, so if you haven't already, do make sure you have subscribed, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Sailed past 25,000 subscribers, 30,000 is on the horizon. Let's aim for that. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also don't forget as well to let me know what your thoughts or what you make of these transfers in the comments below, and I'll see you again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. It's very hot, very humid, very warm in the UK right now, hence the sweat. Sorry about that. Peace. Ciao for now.